let's start it up.
All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Mandablorian podcast. I am your host, General Jedi Brother Kyle. And I'm going to take this robe off in a little bit because it's a little too dorky. But yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, so this is the show where we do two of our favorite things. We smoke a little weed and we talk about our favorite nerd stuff.
Yeah.
So it's to my virtual left, we have owner and proprietor of Access Cannabis, hailing all the way from Spokane, Washington, Wayne Fort.
Hello there.
Hello, General Kenobi.
I look forward to you saying that every week.
It's such an easy like a little flow thing that I had. Like it's a nice tag for him. Hailing all the way from Denver, the last dinosaur, Colorado.
You go.
Christopher Sturm.
Hola.
And last but not least, hailing all the way from the Dirty D, Detroit, Michigan, artist, photographer, MAGA supporter, domestic terrorist, transphobic, left, right, conservative.
We got Huey from the Boondocks in here now?
Yeah. So I'll get into that after the weed intros. Get a little context of that because I do want to talk about that.
It's worth a little conversation.
It totally is. But anyway, Wayne, what are you smoking tonight?
I actually got gifted a gram of something called Mimosa Party from a neighbor of mine who was just kind of bragging about how awesome his stuff is. So the little bit of it I've smoked was amazing. So I'm going to just carry on. And then for halftime, I've got some Dorado Blonde.
All right, I'll help you.
And this, I can't remember what this strain is called, but
damn, that
it's
looks
very
good,
beautiful,
dude.
Yeah, pretty color.
Ruby.
It's golden. Chris, what are you smoking tonight?
Same thing. I was smoking on last
every
week.
week, Pinky.
Dude, my mind was going there when I said that. I've got about a gram left of the Clementine Harmony extracts. And I got a Peeber.
Oh, shit.
A little PBR, you hipster. I used to drink that shit so much back in the day. Back when the hipsters didn't drink it and it wasn't like a cool beer and it used to be like fucking $8 for a 30-pack.
Yeah, super dirt cheap. There's a bowling alley in downtown Detroit and they have karaoke and bowling on Monday nights and it's I think it's 50-cent PBRs. And it's just like back in the day, we used to go there and just get fucking retarded we used to get stupid drunk over like $5 between like three of us.
We used to get extra Y chromosome over.
Like those guys on Instagram, yes.
Nico, what do you got tonight?
The same thing I have every week, Pinky. The THCA from Detroit Herbal Center.
All right.
Hey!
And I have the same thing as well. I'm smoking the last of my OG Gideon, that
Nice.
ISB Kush.
Yeah.
And without further ado, let's fire it up.
Yeah.
Killers keep the anthem like this. Juggalos up in this bitch, up in this bitch. Killers kick the anthem like this. Juggalos up in this bitch. G's up, riding from the cradle to the casket and beyond. Recognize thug shit, pounding out the trunk, bitch. Running with a motherfucking hatchet, you haters. Was a thug, became a G. B to the L to the A-Z-E. Still dead, still don't give a fuck. Sporting all black khakis with the motherfucking cuffs up. Smoking hella trees, trying to make a couple G's. So a thug can't get back on his feet. Me mugging, steady thugging. And I'm trying to find the hood rats all about fucking. Still low doubt, all my dogs from the past.
Let's get into the show. And so the first thing I want to talk about is because of the context. So I don't want to leave this hanging because we called Nico a fucking domestic terrorist and a MAGA supporter.
Yeah, that's
earlier.
right.
So let's just address that real quick. So Nico put out a great picture of Mando and Cara Dune And yeah, some social justice warrior fucking hero called him out because if anybody doesn't know, Cara Dune might have some conservative views on it. It's just like, who
cares?
It's so stupid. Like acting like
So
you put out
dumb.
a picture of a character that you like with some sort of like political statement. Like maybe the dude just likes fucking Star Wars and doesn't really care about what she thinks about politically. Like who gives a shit? She's a character on a show I like.
Yeah, it's really kind of just a testament to how like the last few years have been, like how people are so charged up politically and thinking that like my side's right, and
Yeah.
if you don't hear what I'm saying, then you're wrong, and you're this and you're this and you're this, and they go down a list of what you are.
Oh god,
And it's stupid because it's not even like it's a side. Like you don't have a side. I feel like
I don't. I like freely and openly, and anybody that wants to talk to me about politics, I'll tell you point blank. Frankly, I don't want to talk about politics with total fucking strangers, nor do I. I don't post politics on my Instagram. I don't anymore. Well, not really on my Facebook unless I see like my own personal.
That's
things.
funny.
yeah, you
Not-
post like local or funny shit. Not that it's like a stand. You're just like, hey, I think this
Yeah.
is a funny thing, and I just posted it.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like, don't come on my comedy posts with your serious bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't
so
do that here.
Yeah,
But like,
the shit posting.
Yes.
One.
I'll throw up what he
Yeah.
said, like an image, but he goes, he commented on your shit. And he goes, guess what? You've also stood to lose a follower, you piece of shit. You can go to hell with the rest of your trans hater and MAGA terrorists. And then he middle finger emoji. I'm just, like, what is this dude doing?
read what I wrote to him.
And please deal with your mental illness so the rest of the world doesn't have to. And then of course he jumped on that SJW train and said, I don't have a mental illness, and to assume that I do is incredibly ignorant.
Yeah, it's like read the room, all right.
Like you're also now like anti like mental illness, which is stupid.
That's the problem with people that are in an echo chamber, and it doesn't matter which side of any of it. If
And
you're
it's-
in an echo chamber and you're not thinking for yourself, if you're not hearing what anybody else says, and like nothing can get through to you, you're already on the end of a losing battle because
Yeah.
you're not thinking.
It's so
Yeah,
transparent.
like if you can't even stand to hear a differing opinion without losing your mind.
And
Like,
that's the
dude,
thing. It wasn't even an opinion. Your picture was a
Exactly.
fucking toy picture.
and not
It wasn't
yours,
an opinion on
hers,
anything.
who he disagrees with,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
and the anti-mask stuff, whatever. I disagree with it too. Whatever. I wear the fucking shit when I go to the store.
Yeah.
It's not an infringement on my shit. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Guess
But
what?
she has the right to think it,
I don't
and
care about
say it, and
Gina
I'm not gonna
Carano.
fucking It's ridiculous, dude. Like
It's so ridiculous. Like the thing that like blows my mind is just like this. I mean, this guy in particular, he's somebody who fuck of all doesn't fucking matter. This isn't a person that's like important to anything. He's just some fucking
Guy.
non-playable character on Instagram doing this. You're doing wrong think. You can't
dude,
think.
imagine
You can't say those things.
how exhausting.
And I'm like,
that might
I didn't
be
even say
for the
anything.
guy.
Literally posted a picture of Cara fucking Dune from The Mandalorian with The Mandalorian destroying a bunch of stormtroopers.
Yeah.
How's that fucking political?
It's
And-
so dumb. And you can tell his whole thing was so transparent because he has all the settings set that you can't comment on any of his posts and stuff. So he all he's doing is he's just earning his brownie points from his other people that are in his bubble, and he won't let anybody else like talk to him about that. 'Cause
Outside come through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, imagine how exhausting it would be. To
I contemplated following him just so I could comment on that shit, but I was thinking about it like, what's
It's
this
not
gonna
worth it.
what's this gonna do for me? It's not.
yeah,
It's not gonna
Yeah.
end well. It's not gonna get me anything.
it's
But
not.
it's-
And there's no point in even like that's why I haven't even mentioned his name.
Yeah.
he posts a lot of shitty Doctor Who pictures, so I will openly refer to him as Doctor Who gives a fuck. And that's it. Like he's literally a fucking joke on the wall.
Yeah. It's the whole thing was very, and I love I screen the thing that you sent, like I screenshot it and I put it in the Blackout and Chat, like our group chat, and I was like, look at this fucking asshole fucking with Nico, like dude just like Star Wars and he's posting a picture and this cunt is fucking and I think that, and I love how Jed got the pic and shared it
shared it right away. I was mind blown that he did. I almost wanted to send a message and just be like, hey, bro, are you sure you want to share that pic? Just because I didn't want to bring any fucking heat onto them for sharing.
They don't care. They don't.
I know. And that was the awesome thing. It's like, it's great to have friends and to see them, like actually show up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, by the way, that pic is going to be the still shot for this episode. And the episode title is going to be I Stand with Gina Carano.
There we go. Awesome. That's a great idea.
She's all, I mean, she has some, whatever, like political things that I don't care, but like she's awesome,
People
man.
do.
She seems really cool.
People have opinions, and they could be opinions you don't agree
She's
with.
a total, like, political views aside, like a total role model for women in combat sports. Like it's
absolutely, dude.
Very inspiring, the shit that she's accomplished.
Like I can say this openly, like I'm an uncle. I have 2 nieces. If I could point to any one female actor in Hollywood and say that's someone you could look up to, it would be Gina Carano, without question. I would love for my nieces, when they're old enough to really understand life in the world, to be interested in her as a human being and think that, hey, that actually really is a great female role model.
She's a badass.
And, like, you don't have to agree with everything that comes out of somebody's mouth. Like, between the 4 of us, I guarantee you we all have stuff, little things or whatever things, that would just be like, yeah, I don't agree with that necessarily, but it's not that big of a deal because you're my friend and I love you. That's what's missing from these people, is they don't see within themselves. Yeah, they don't understand how it is that everybody has little differences and little things that are always going to be, not everyone's going to get. Say you don't like pickles, or you.
Nah, I'm done. I hate you. I'm leaving.
See, right?
I love pickles. I ate some today.
Yeah, there's always those people who think it's called a varial kickflip or a pop shove it kickflip, and they never, but they can still skate together.
See,
yeah, man. Dude, my best friend growing up is like a right wing, like conservative, like dude. And it's like I don't care. It's my best friend, so I just don't talk about those things with him. We talk about weed and Marvel
the things
movies.
You're into.
You do get along with. Yeah. That's what a fucking concept.
But anyway,
did you ever try the pickle slush from Sonic?
Dude, don't ever say that.
Because
again.
It's probably
I love pickles, but no.
It's probably super sugary, and I wouldn't be able to eat it. But I would try it for sure. Yeah,
it's a shame because it's actually delicious if you like pickles.
Man,
I like pickles, but I don't know if that sounds good, man.
I like pickles, and like when people would have like pickled like vodka and shit like that would be like awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, pickles, they're great. I go with it.
It's a WandaVision.
It's a pickle slushy, really?
Yep.
Yeah, they make a pickle slushy. It's actually pretty
hardcore, dude.
All right, because there's a Sonic right down the street. I might maybe tomorrow I'll give the old taste buds a test drive.
Just get like a small or something.
Years ago, it went around as like a internet channel, challenge, because so many people don't like pickle to have to drink the whole slush.
Dude, imagine not liking pickles.
Yeah, what kind of world are you living in now?
Imagine not being the type of person that drinks the pickle juice out of the jar when all the pickles are gone.
100%.
Who are these psychopaths?
I just love anything with vinegar in it, because I love vinegar so much. So any pickled thing, like even not just like cucumbers or pickles, but like pickled onions and pickled beets, and like I just love all that shit. I'll take shots of vinegar, man.
We can pickle
There's a There's a video
That's
of a guy on
disgusting.
YouTube called El Oso Loco, I think is his name, and he shotguns one of these pickle slushes by sticking his thumb in the bottom
Dude,
of
I've seen that. I've seen
and
that,
then
dude. Oh my
like
god,
it
I've seen
freezes
that.
his
Wow.
brain and his throat. Oh my gosh,
He's
it's
like, why you
savage
let me
what it
do
does to
that?
him.
He's all
Oh.
fucking like huddled over. Like, why'd you let me do that?
So I think
He
that we've
answers like, I need to talk with God. I get it.
all
Why
right,
would
guys.
you?
I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
we've spent enough time on politics and pickles, and
Yeah.
let's
The
move
pickle party,
on.
dude.
The
That's
pickle
only
party.
2 of the 3 P's.
It's the greatest political party there is.
Pickles will
Pickle
prevail.
So WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Let's get into it because this is like
Wanda.
the thing that we were talking
Dude.
about last week was that we like basically we were all on the same page where we like really liked the episodes, but like at this point let's kind of like push it forward and get it on with it. And
Enough of the
this just did
appetizer.
it. And it's like I think they watched the last week's and they redid the episode to fit with what we were talking about.
Yeah, they remade the whole
Probably
season, dude,
what
and the
happened.
rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exactly what they did. We got outside of the bubble, the universe, whatever universe she's creating. We got outside views of everything, and
Dude,
it
I didn't know when you guys kept saying Rambo for that chick. I'm like, why do I know that name?
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
Captain
realize
Marvel.
that's who that was,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, the
So-
I was
daughter.
like,
Is
oh
that's
my fucking
Monica,
God.
right? Is that Monica or Marie? I can't get them confused.
Monica Rambo.
All right, and
She's-
Marie Rambo was
And that's the daughter, right?
that's
Yes.
the
From
younger
Captain Marvel?
girl, and
Yes.
Marie,
Marvel,
her
yeah.
mother, was
Dude.
the adult.
Yeah,
from
I
that
was
show.
like,
Okay.
holy fuck, dude. That didn't dawn on me.
So the episode
Yeah.
starts out awesome because it starts out with basically what we
Tony
didn't get to
Snap.
see. We didn't get to see like we saw like when they blipped everybody back, like what happened with the
At
Avengers
the
and stuff.
basketball
But
game. And
yeah, a
like
lot
it
of
was
people.
funny in Homecoming. Like, or,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Far From Home.
Yeah, and
It
it's
was
like
funny.
what's going to happen in a situation where people like in a hospital where people are being snapped back and nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Like it's got to be super scary, man. And that's what happened. So they all got blipped back in a busy hospital. Everybody was like confused. She was wandering
Dude, that
around.
was fucking
Yeah.
like horrific, dude.
Mhm.
Like it was cool to see that side of it versus the funny side that they kind of just glossed
Yeah.
over and Far From
Yeah.
Home
So-
to let everybody know what happened. If like
Did
here's what happened.
Did
you know,
anybody
whatever.
did anybody do the research to figure out why when they reconstituted they were like a reverse of the dust where the dust kind of came back together, whereas in Homecoming they just instantly appeared?
Well, I think it was probably
I think it was they
more
did slow mo for
dramatics.
this.
Yeah,
they?
because
Mhm.
it
'Cause
was
maybe-
slow motion.
Maybe in
Uh,
real time they just materialized like hella quick or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Have to
think
rewatch
that
Far From
that's.
Home.
I think that's basically it, like the nail on the head. Because like we literally see the dust forming, and there she is, and it's like, oh man, so that means her mom died after
After
she
she got blipped, yeah.
vanished right
Mhm.
there in that hospital room.
So
Mhm.
that
And
was
she's like, oh, it's been a couple minutes. I fell asleep or whatever. Like they're like, dude, that was just heartbreaking, dude. Like that
So-
was
the crazy
There were a
thing
few
is.
emotional pulls in this episode. I know,
Oh,
and that
dude.
was one of the
Yes,
big ones.
there were. Yeah.
I was just like curious, and this isn't an original thought. This is something that I saw somebody like say or post or forget, but they were wondering like with this thing happening, it looks like everybody got blipped back to where they actually were physically in real life. So
Yeah.
somebody asked like, what would have happened if you got blipped away in a plane, and then when you got blipped back, the plane wouldn't be there, but you'd
Right.
be in the air. Like what would
The Russo brothers actually talked about that after Endgame came out, and they said that you would reform at the nearest safest landmark of where it was you disappeared from. So like,
that's a convenient retcon.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
I
kind
just
of
imagine
have
a bunch
to.
of people just falling to their deaths, dude. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
You
raining.
know.
I'm alive!
motherfuckers.
Yeah! Oh, I'm dead!
Yeah. You know.
So yeah,
so,
that's
like,
Like, oh,
They-
wait a minute, Grandma came back from the blip, dude. Oh, wait a minute, she was on an airplane. Go find her fucking body over like the Himalayas.
um,
It's a really freaky thing. I think they also said something like anybody that was over like any kind of water, like if you were, on a cruise or something like that, like you would have reemerged on land.
I mean, it makes sense. Like Hulk, he had to like think about what was happening. So like in his mind thought he would maybe have been saying like bring everybody back safe, And
Yeah, not
that's-
just okay. Yeah, because he was trying. He's like trying to bring Natasha back, and he's like, "Fuck it, can't do that. Get this shit done." And then fucking. So he thought of it.
Oh,
He's smart.
Yeah, that's right, because this is Hulk's snap, not Tony's snap. I forgot. I brain farted on that.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I need to go back and rewatch that. I totally missed that was the case. So I wonder what other little details I missed. I need to go back and read
Yeah. Tony Snap just erased
Yeah.
Thanos and all his
Thanos and his army.
crew of flunkies.
All the bad guys.
So then we get like moving on to get some cool scenes of the sword facility where we find out that her mother kind of like was the original, like she basically the Peggy Carter of sword. She kind of like founded it, started it, and was like the director and yeah, so when she died, they introduced this new character. Was it director Hayward? Was that his name, or Haywood or Hayward?
I would just call him director Jeff Daniels.
So he's a new character. We'll see if
Because he looks just like him, and he's good.
He does.
Yeah.
Good character. I like him.
if that does anything.
It was kind of sad to learn that her mother
Maria.
died because of cancer that returned.
Yeah.
So basically, it basically goes to show that Captain Marvel's a merciless murderer.
God damn it!
You're not wrong.
Got that space
Maybe
cancer.
that's why she started Sword, was because all that scissoring, scissor for timbers, and here we are.
Yeah, so we know Sword from the comics as like basically like Shield, but they deal with like out of space stuff. Trying to find out what it stood for in WandaVision, because it's a different acronym than it was in the Sentient Weapons Observation Response Division.
Yeah.
And sentient weapons basically means people or artificial intelligence or whatever from space. Actually, not just from space, I guess it would mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're basically setting up the Eternals thing, and Captain Marvel, she would be a sentient weapon. Thor would
X-Men.
X-Men.
Mutants in general, which I think is going to be. I think that's what's going to end up being like the big thing of this whole show. Is it's not going to be Wanda saying no more mutants. It's going to be like all the mutants.
Bring them back.
Let there be mutants.
Yeah.
So we got Randall Park, Asian
He's
Jim.
awesome.
Dude, I know. He's so
good to
great.
see him
I was
again.
glad that when you were like, people are saying that's him on the radio when we were talking about that, I'm glad that turned out to be true.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I knew he was going to be in the
dope.
show because he was in the credits.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked up the credits.
So yeah, that was cool. We know him from Ant-Man 2, right? Ant-Man. He was in
the second one.
I love that he was practicing his sleight of hand,
Yeah.
some magic, and
And
then
he
now we
finds-
see that
and
he's
they
got
got
it
it,
figured
like,
out.
magic school
My
tutorial on the window.
Yeah, like
PC.
way to persevere, Agent. Good for you.
Dude. All right, I just thought of a meme. So much I
The
can.
connection's cool for the fans. That's
They
nice of them
could
to throw
do-
that in there.
They could show
Cool.
him flipping the business
That
card up.
might come
and
into
then-
play later. You know,
and then
maybe
the
that
way-
sleight of hand comes into play.
I think it's going to come into play when he meets Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Dude,
I want to hear.
yeah.
I want to hear
Be like-
Chris's meme idea real quick.
Oh yeah. So the top half is him flipping the business card up, and then the bottom half is the way Ant-Man was looking when he realized there was birds again. He's all happy, like, like we did it.
Chris, make that meme and I'll put it right here.
All right, I'll make it.
The other thing that kind of got me thinking for a second too, but it was apparently after the fact. He was saying that they had a missing person from
Witness protection
witness
program.
protection. Yeah. Did they say specifically who it was that person from the witness protection program?
Not that I can recall.
Not that I know.
Okay.
So let's get into that because that was a weird thing. So basically, they're linking up with him because he has this missing witness, and that apparently nobody has ever heard of, even when he was asking around about him. So they go to this Westville, New Jersey, and apparently Westview. Apparently, Westview isn't even a real town. Seemingly, Scarlet Witch just made the entire thing up, which the whole thing is a little confusing to me.
I'm thinking that, or she took over that place and then made everyone in the surrounding area forget that it was there or something.
Because jumping to like when they were all like
standing right in front of the Westview sign, like the Westview city sign. So clearly it was, and they showed that those local sheriffs said, hey officers, can you tell her what you told me? Well, the city of Westview doesn't exist. And where do you live? Eastview?
Right, so you think that she's in Eastview and then she's making Westview up out of the town that already exists? She's just manipulating it?
No, if there's an Eastview, there's a Westview in the real world, and then she's just taken a real town over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And erased all their memories.
Yeah, she's basically controlling everything that's happening inside of that bubble and possibly partially outside of what's on that bubble. Because actually, as we saw, when Monica got fucking shot out of the bubble by Wanda, she came out wearing what she was wearing when she was in the bubble.
Yeah. So
that was what she was wearing when she went in.
Let's because you just said that, I was gonna talk about this later, but let's get into that too because it's obviously no spoilers or whatever. Everybody's seen it. They haven't. That was a big thing that they were explaining in this, and there was scenes throughout this whole episode where things that were going in, like the rope that was around the beekeeper's guy and the drone, and they were going in to this, manipulated world or whatever that she's creating. And things like the rope, when it came back out, it wasn't a rope anymore. It was the jump rope she changed it into in her world. So she's creating things that can exist tangibly outside of that reality, which is very telling because this is how she's going to create her kids. And I believe this is how she's going to bring Vision back. So she's going to make those things a reality.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the thing, when she had that little freak out, and we got to see dead Vision for a second.
Fucking zombie Vision.
Dude,
that was
crazy.
Emotional.
My girlfriend was bawling, dude.
That was
I did not expect to see that. That was fuck, dude.
And then she fixes it all. What did she say? She says something like, "Don't worry, I have everything under control."
Yeah, something like that.
Very creepy. She said that.
Super creep.
But the whole idea that she's just animating his dead body.
Now that's what makes me wonder: is that actually his dead body there being animated, or did she just?
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure.
I don't think it's his corpse. It's probably just a manifestation that she created.
No.
I think it's really just his actual dead body.
Okay. Ooh,
that's why he's all fucking Optimus Prime gray with the big old chunk missing from his forehead.
R.I.P. Optimus Prime.
Dead eyes and shit.
I did. If you go back and rewatch Endgame, you can see his gray body laying there, during the girl power scene.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That'd be funny though.
We got to get another returning character, which I thought was pretty cool, and they showed Darcy, who is now a graduated
Dr. Darcy.
Dr. Darcy from she's a graduated astrophysician, whatever.
Now, were they sisters
she
in
likes
the Thor
space.
movie? Or
Her
were
and
they
Jane?
just
No.
partners?
No. They were like she was an intern.
friends.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
she was an intern
Yeah.
for it. That's right.
I was wondering if they
So,
were like
like-
siblings. Yeah.
Dr. Double D's.
But that was cool. I like her. Like I think she's funny. Like her character was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And she notices that there's like radiation or whatever emitting. I forget exactly what she calls it, but emitting from this whole thing. And she finds in that like a broadcast signal. So she has them get this TV, like old school TV, so she could tap into it, and that's how they're basically watching the sitcom, which was cool. And then
That
they
shit
go-
was cool,
was-
man. I liked
It
how
was
they showed
interesting. It was interesting during the scenes that they're asking all the same questions that we have been asking over the last couple of weeks, like during the show, like,
Yeah.
what's it all about? What's the reason? And they're like, and her first answer is, I don't know. You've got as much information as I do.
He asks a bunch of questions. And she goes, I don't know, I don't know, and I don't know.
that. Yeah, she was funny, dude. In that was cracking.
Yeah.
What? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna move on to like the talk about how they were doing this whole like CSI like investigation
Yeah.
thing now, where they have like these boards and everything. So they're finding out that I guess, and this is what I kind of got into it. This is why I was asking about if this town actually is a real town that she's just changing. So all the players or actors that she has in there, their names are changed, like Mr. and Mrs. Hart, for example. And then they
Mhm.
find out that these are, they find their real names. So these are presumably real people in this town that she's just changing into these sitcom characters. So that's why at the end of the first couple episodes, you saw like the credits roll, and it was like this Mr. Hart played by, and I guess like that was the real person's real name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I guess I didn't cross check
Everyone
that, but
was
I'm
on that
assuming,
board except for
except for Aggie.
yeah,
Agatha.
Agatha or whatever her name was. Yeah.
Sorry, my roommate's his mom is named Aggie, so I hear him say Aggie like 1,000 times a day.
But yeah, everyone was on there except for her, so she's definitely
Agatha
in on
Harkness.
this.
Yeah.
She is Agatha Harkness for sure. So this is going to be like some double E shit, and like
Yeah.
She plays a good
she's
bad guy.
yeah. Yo, totally, dude. Totally.
Well, it's interesting how Wanda's got control over everything, but Agnes can interact with the people themselves. Like the guy trimming the hedge last week was about to spill the beans about the place, and she shuts him up.
Mhm.
So I probably
But-
like Wanda.
And I wonder what her motivation is for that. Sorry to interrupt, Kyle, but I'm curious
That's all right.
why she's trying to preserve the illusion as much as Wanda is.
There's rumors that her husband is Mephisto. That's the Ralph that she keeps talking about. And like anytime there's any kind of reference to the devil, like they've been like, somebody will say something like, well, the devil's in the details. And she says like, that's not the only place he is.
He's trimming my hedges.
Dude.
So, but that's not her husband. That wasn't Ralph.
Mephisto's real world name, Ralph.
Have you noticed? I don't know if this is true, but have you noticed that the scenes from the commercials and the previews haven't panned out in the actual episodes? That they've all been kind of extra bits of footage that were,
So
independent.
they're actually
There were
watching.
several clues. It seemed like that I was waiting for that. Wait, that never happened.
The clues are super fucking deep in those commercials. One of them, I think, like if you combined the, if I remember it right, I think it was like the time on the watches in those commercials, like in each of the commercials, it spells out X-Men.
Ooh, shit balls.
Yeah,
that's pretty
awesome.
tight.
So yeah, I thought it was cool that they're actually
The
like
X on her dress.
When Darcy and them are watching these episodes on the TV, they actually can see the commercials too. So that's just not something they were doing for us. That's
right.
They're actually part of the thing, and like it seems like they're pulling from like her memory, because like this stuff that she's been through, because with the Strucker thing and then like all that stuff, like she's making these commercials based off her experiences.
Her experiences and her love of American television. I mean, that's really what it is. It's her fucking great psyche turning it all into fucking sitcom hell. Literal
What if things
sitcom
really
hell.
sad it's really sad that like her idea of the perfect American life is what she saw on TV.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
for sure. I mean, hell, there's a lot
I
of
mean,
It
Americans
feeds
today
into the
that
gloom of the whole narrative.
I mean, I totally get that. Like, I mean, just like even like growing up, like when I think of that stuff, like think of like watching like shit like Full House and Boy Meets World and stuff like that, and I'm just that's to me like when I think of the American family, like I my mind immediately goes to sitcom families rather than like my because real families are always crazy. Like it's not normal TV shit. So like that's like the ideal sitcom family or whatever is nostalgic. Nostalgia. You think about that when you think about like family stuff. I do anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, growing pains type shit.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I think about the leather
Dude.
belt closet.
They're definitely
So-
tapping into that with that Nick and Night vibe, like you were talking about, and
Yeah.
tying those things together, which is really interesting for superheroes in the Marvel universe to be doing.
Yeah. So maybe like I misworded it. Like
her
maybe
parents
I don't.
died from an Avengers operation or something, right?
Yeah.
Or,
No, it was a Stark.
no, that
no,
was just a Stark bomb. So it was.
I don't think it was a. Yeah, it was like some sort
So,
of like attack that they
what
used
if,
Stark
like,
technology for.
If they do her giving all these people who wouldn't have had them normally mutant powers and stuff, what if she does that to bring her dad back to life, and that's how we get Magneto, and they still do the Magneto being her dad
That
role.
could be.
That would be crazy. I just thought of that.
I would assume that her parents, when that happened in Sokovia, wasn't. It was like her adopted parents. Probably not Magneto. Yeah, because Magneto didn't raise them.
Right.
In the comics, actually, they were picked up by a cow lady. From the high evolution, Bova or whatever her name was. Yeah. They actually alluded to that in the episode before where they were in the grocery store and they had the milk ad. It said like Bova milk.
Bova milk.
Yeah. So Bova was this fucking anthropomorphic cow that raised Wanda and Pietro.
Yeah, I actually saw a preview video for episode 6, and we're gonna see some Pietro real soon.
Yeah, I've been purposely not looking at any of those things that come up. So
yeah, same. But dude,
much into it. But somebody told me that since they leaked,
Evan Peters was on the cast. That's what I saw.
I don't know exactly what he said, but somebody said that they read that since they leaked the episodes that were going to come out faster or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I did see there was a bunch of some shit got leaked, right? Did that really happen?
He said, what's the thing? No, maybe not.
I mean, I didn't see anything about like deep leaks of anything. I just saw that one commercial, and that was only like a day or two ago.
My girlfriend was showing me some stuff where a bunch of some stuff got leaked.
Oh wow!
And she's like, someone's losing their job and getting sued over it at Disney.
For sure. You cannot break those non-disclosure agreements. They are made to destroy your life if you do. So like anybody giving away those secrets, if they catch you, you are so fucked. Like permanently fucked.
Yeah, and they probably are the most serious about that kind of stuff too, out of anyone you could fucking leak stuff from.
100%, especially when you consider, like the economy the way that it is right now, and the fact that like their parks are closed and they're losing millions every day on those alone. Then like the theaters are all closed, so nobody's making money at the theaters. It's just the app that they're making money on.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I can't find the text that somebody sent me. I could have sworn I read something about like them maybe releasing the next 2 episodes at once or something like that. Just because I don't know if that's true or not. That's complete. Maybe I didn't even see that. I'm imagining it, but
you're like, cool. I want this to happen. Let me manifest it.
So like this episode, this episode was cool in the fact that, like, so the first three were all like the sitcom stuff, and I was kind of thinking, like, would this have been better if they spliced all the stuff that happened in this episode into the other episodes, so we got to see concurrently from both sides? But I actually think that this was a better way of doing it, having a whole episode that deals with all that stuff.
I feel
you set
like
it up and then kind of show everything behind it.
The other side, yeah.
I feel like they could have done more little teases, like Agent Park coming through on the radio. They could have done more little things like that within those first, what was it, 3 episodes? Because we're halfway in right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
do
there's
we
8.
Have a final
Is there
count?
8 or 9? I forget.
Okay. So
I would guess then that could have been the drones. Like they kept sending drones in over and over and over
that
again.
drone that she
that
sent
could have
in
been something that they could have.
In the I forget it was episode 2 or 3, but when she pulls that toy helicopter out of the trash can that's in colored, that's the drone that they sent in because it has the same like ID number.
Right.
It's like
There were a
SW52
lot of
or
drones.
something.
It wasn't just that helicopter. There were many drones that got sent in.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was just like stuck in like her rose bush.
Sorry, I'm playing with my little Ahsoka figure. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was just this was a great episode. This was,
Yeah.
I mean,
It really was.
yeah, they did the
Step
thing
in
that
the
we
right
wanted them to do. That they're moving everything forward. I wish they maybe would have done this episode last week, and maybe cut some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they could have got to it sooner too. But at the same time, I like how they're doing it.
Totally.
I'm with it.
Super excited to see. I love the fact that this show is more psychological than it is action, which is cool. I do think that, I know Nico brought it up before, like he says we're gonna get some, like, and I do think that they're eventually gonna have some battles or some fight scenes and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that this isn't just a
punch 'em up.
nine episode action sequence. Which is cool. Which is what I'm hoping for with Winter Soldier and Falcon.
The next one.
That's what I want. I want from that. I don't give a shit about their psychological this and that. I want them to be fighting and making little buddy cop jokes to each other, which I think is going to happen a lot. I love it.
Yeah.
Bucky's haircut.
So yeah, man, I don't even know what to like. This show is making me very hard to like predict, like, hey, I think this is gonna happen. I think this is gonna happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah.
Like
I have no clue where they're going with all this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect next week, and that's awesome. That's a telling of a good show.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, does anybody have any final WandaVision thoughts? If not, we can move the fire. We can take a smoke break actually, and then move on.
Dead Vision was horrifying.
Dead Vision was horrifying. It was awesome. I want a Dead Vision toy. I want an action figure of fucking Dead Vision.
I hope they do
sweater,
Vision
vest, and everything. All fucking.
It was an interesting scene because it really got you thinking. Because like we were talking earlier about, whether or not we thought it was his actual corpse, or if it was just a manifestation. But it, asking those questions,
honestly,
thinking about in those lines.
Dude. What the fuck else would it be? Like,
I think it's his dead body personally, but just the fact that they would. Yeah, throw that in, and then the emotional aspect started tugging at me of like, oh, and then it made me, it brought me back to
like when she comes out of it, his
when
body's just gonna plop there.
Maybe, but I still also think that when they come out of this, Vision is going to be alive because she's going to manifest him
maybe
as a person and her kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vision's still going to be alive. If there's one thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but Vision is the Mind Stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
meant to go back and rewatch. I didn't notice it in the first episode, but I noticed it in the second. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, did he have that in the last one? I don't think he did.
Theoretically, since she can make these, manifestations reality, they could have another Mind Stone.
They could have all the stones, theoretically. And I think we're going to see this is gonna get really crazy, guys. Like we're gonna see. I'm 900%. Well, I'm 100% sure we're gonna see Doctor Strange.
Really?
For sure. Oh
That'd
yeah,
be awesome.
yeah. We're gonna see Doctor Strange before the show is over.
You think like at the end, maybe like
To maybe use him to try to get her out of it or something.
He's gonna be a part of the solution or whatever they end up doing to try to like fix her.
So here's what I could see. Like at the very end of the show, like she goes into like full breakdown or something like that, and then Doctor Strange shows up and then takes her. Like I'll deal with this, and like that's how it ends or something like that.
That could be.
Yeah.
But you said it leads into Multiverse of Madness, right?
For sure it will, yeah.
It could be that she's the reason that he has to deal with the Multiverse of Madness. Like her break with reality could cause such a schism in reality that it opens some sort of gate between in the multiverse, and there's characters blasting through all sides of it, you know, and he's got to kind of come in and clean up the mess.
All right, boys, let's take a smoke break and then get to some toy talk.
Dude, who knew also, by the way, that Wanda is a fucking juggalo into necrophilia and shit?
Wait, what happened? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
What is a juggalo? Let me think for a second. Oh, he gets butt naked, and then he walks through the streets winking at freaks with a 2-liter stuck in his butt cheeks. What is a juggalo? He just don't care. He might try to put a weave in his nut hair, cause he can give a fuck less what a bitch thinks. He tell her that her butt stinks and all that. What is a juggalo? He drinks like a fish, and then he starts hugging people like a drunk bitch. Next thing he's picking fights with his best friends. Then he starts with the hugging again. Fuck. What is a juggalo? A fucking lunatic. Somebody with a rope tied to his dick.
All right, fellas, let's get on with the show, and we're going to talk some toys. But before we do, let's get a Gyronaut update from our very own Wayne Fort.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I've got one of these guys kind of wrapped up. So I did the preview last week, and I appreciate the chance to follow up. But I've got the plastic pulled on this guy. It's all done up. And the lights.
Dude.
Yeah, you got lights on. Wait, if you take some snapshots and send them to me, I'll put it up in the screen that way, because your video is kind of
Helps.
a little
I can
choppy.
see the lights good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so dope.
Okay,
Though.
definitely.
Those are amazing.
yeah, man. I'm
God,
super
yeah,
fucking
That is so
excited.
rad,
Yeah,
bro.
it
Those are like
was,
those cases that I had at my old job, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It
Every
was so much
smoke
fun
shop.
that I built too. So
Dope.
I can't wait to get one of them. Actually,
Dude, that's amazing. So, can you hold up like a 6-inch figure next to that thing? Do you have one
Yeah,
handy,
I
or no?
gotta-
If not, it's
it's just outside arm's reach. But
This
yeah, I
one.
can grab something.
I just wanted to grab my Detolf. These things are so fucking awesome.
The tiny toe.
I have mine with a bunch of helmets in it. X-wing pilot helmets.
Yeah, that's always a good
I know
go-to.
that
Mando helmets.
this War Machine's a little taller than your
6, but
standard. And this is it is a little big. The idea was that there are display cases that are just kind of big.
Yeah,
But
totally.
most of the tiny toy stuff that you go to put in display cases is overscaled for the figures anyway, and we kind of overlook that. So I wanted the display case to kind of be more in scale with the actual little toys and stuff.
things that are
So
going in it. Yeah.
yeah, shout out to the mini toys. This is Deadpool's unicorn. But
Dude,
fits in
those
there
things are
nicely.
insane, dude. Where are you finding those? Like at Target?
Yeah, they're
Target
in
had
the
a
girls
big-
aisle.
Yeah,
In the what aisle?
In the girls aisle, it's
Yeah.
like one of the pink aisles. They have like all the blind box stuff, like the
Oh.
wall
I know the aisle.
dolls,
I
and
know
then
the
the
aisle.
mini brands and all of that.
I love how
Yeah,
like
it buys you this little, like,
I find myself
your
looking
K-pop
at
things from there.
looking in the doll aisle these days, just for like figures,
accessories and things.
accessories.
Yeah.
and
So
stuff.
is it
absolutely.
is it one thing that's in there when you open them, or
Yeah, it's
in a
the
ball?
Zuru grab 5, 5 surprise thing. just like the mini brands, like you said. Except it's a toy. It's just toy mini brands on it.
It's
And
like
then
a
yeah,
ball.
Yeah.
And once
So
you take the wrapper off, the ball comes apart like an orange does. So like each sliver has like a compartment. I think there's normally what, like 4 or 5 things in there?
oh,
five of
okay,
them.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I was wondering if there's just like one thing in there. Like,
Oh yeah, no, you get
Yeah,
a
you
few.
get five.
okay,
You
that's
get five
tight.
random
That's
toys,
tight.
but some of them are really intricate and nice, and some of them are just like simple boxes. But and then there's a tendency for them to overproduce a lot of the
Here,
common ones that are just the plain
I
boxes.
got
But
a
there's some really good stuff.
Dungeons and Detoffs.
Based on rage.
I would like to rage now. Yeah.
Be taking
Yes.
pictures this next week and posting probably. So there you go.
Yeah, if anybody
Sure.
was interested in buying a mini Detoff, please feel free to contact Wayne at Gyronaut. And I've been putting everybody's Instagram tags on the episode throughout the whole thing, so you'll be able to see it. Write it down, hit him up, pay him some money, make this man rich.
Yeah.
But Wayne, did you get any cool toys this week?
I did not. I've been busy at the shop, so that's just how it goes some weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm probably gonna ship a
Fucking
big
way
order
she
from Big Bad.
goes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
you
a big order. I got a Big Bad order that's been collecting in the
Nice.
whatever the loot pile needs to get
Mm.
shipped. So I'll
love-
probably do that.
I love when you have the patience to just let shit sit around, and then you get that big box full, like
Mhm.
eight or 9 toys.
Mhm.
And I'll get to this on my hauls, but I wish I would have had a little more patience this week. But moving along, Mr. Christopher Sturm, did you get any cool toys this week?
I did not actually. Yeah. No.
Ooh, oh no! Do you have any cool
Nothing new.
toys that you want to just show for fun right now?
I got this fucking little guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cranky.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it before, but that thing doesn't actually spray anything, does it?
No, that'd be dope, dude. I was just thinking I need to get some 12 scale spray cans, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
My friend Alvin is making me an alley.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, it's gonna have some graph on it. He's gonna draw some on there too before he sends it, and then I'll put some of mine on.
That's awesome.
Wowee.
Please leave me some spaces and be dope.
Maybe one
Nice.
of
I'll be
these
showing that
days,
off when it comes in.
I should send you my brick walls from Fig Arts one of these days and have you graffiti them up a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be tight, dude. I got like paint markers and stuff. I can make it.
Nico, I know that you got some stuff this week.
I think I got 3 figures. I think. I don't think I got more than 3, but I think I got 3.
But you got 3 awesome figures.
2, yeah, and 2 of them were the result of a trade. So it was actually pretty sweet because that ended up being me spending 0 money, which was even
Great.
better. And then the one I had like $10 in points at Walgreens, so I actually made it a point to grab this little Earth Modi car brother.
Yeah.
Damn, the colors on that are tight.
I don't have any of that mold, but I'd love to buy one.
Dude, they have one
Night,
more.
Glenn.
They have one more at my Wags if you would like me to snake it for you.
Oh yeah, if you want to grab it, throw it in my box.
Yeah,
I'll send you some money tomorrow.
cool.
You know what? I also, if I ever came across with the tiger tracks too, I'd like to grab that. I just want to get like a mold. Like I don't need to collect every fucking mold of Prowl, but just to have one of them would be really cool. Just to mess
Yeah.
with. Same thing with the tiger
I
tracks.
did look for the Grimlock, but I didn't find him anywhere.
Oh, dude, if I ever come
Same.
across that shit, I'll snag it up for you.
That thing is tight, dude. I was
Dude,
looking
it
at
looks
pictures
so
of it.
good.
It looks
Oh,
tight.
and the fact that they're doing all the Dinobots, even
Yeah.
better.
I'm not going to buy all the Dinobots, and the reason is because
I'm just gonna get that one because he's just
Yeah.
dope.
yeah,
This guy
I
is
don't
good.
have like a connection to Transformers,
Right.
but I'd loved. He was just dope, dude. He's like,
of course
I'm
he
gonna
is.
kick this shit, dude. Fucking boom, just like kicking shit, dude. Like,
You should check out the the Megatron, the Kingdom Megatron, because he's basically a robot T-Rex too, but he's
from Beast Wars, right?
he's like organic T-Rex. I have one ordered and paid.
Yeah, I remember that T-Rex fighting a gorilla and shit. That was dope.
Hasn't
Yeah,
shown.
the Optimus Primal's out right now too.
I have it on the way.
I saw it at Target.
Dangerous, dude, because the Primal looks dope.
It looks nice,
dude.
Man.
It looks really good, and I'm just like, oh.
Because I did like Beast Wars, dude. Beast Wars was pretty dope.
Dude, yes. Beast Wars is the jam.
I was about it, dude, when I was a kid.
Speaking of Beast Wars, I don't know if you can see them, but I got my Beast Wars pins on right now.
I was wondering what those pins were.
Yeah, I got Rat Trap and I got Pack Rat.
Nice.
Pack Rat was I think a BotCon.
BotCon exclusive.
I have all this. So,
Rat Trap.
Dude, let me actually plug this too while we're at it, because I have a whole set of these. So this guy, Matt Ingram from Canada, and he could find him. I think it's at Doodlebug Press. I'll throw some images up when I do this, but he do Kickstartering these Beast Wars pins that he made, and I bought the entire wave with all the variants and stuff of the first season ones that he did, and I backed it, and I got like the bigger package so I can get all of them. So I have like
Kickstarter.
17 or 14 or 17 pins or whatever, and I have so basically it's the whole season 1 cast, but he also did like Pack Rat, and he did like Burning Convoy, he did Fractal, and then he did he did the dark Rhinox, like when he went evil. That one. So yeah, he's doing all these fucking awesome. He did one called he called him Super Smirker, and it was basically pterosaur but with like a glossiness and like a smile to him. So yeah, here's Fractal right there. Fractal, and yeah, they're so awesome though, man. And he's got a Kickstarter right now out for the second season pins, which I of course backed again with all the other ones. So he has the whole second season, right? But he also has all the variants are like different, like maybe some like BotCon exclusives and stuff like that. But he has one of the variants is like a big pin. That's the Tripredacus Council.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's super awesome, man. I would.
That's rad.
So if anybody is watching this is a Beast Wars fan, definitely.
Is there a place to stream that? Like, is that on anything?
It's on my Plex.
I know it looks fucking. It's probably looking haggard as fuck, but
it's
I'd still be down to rewatch that.
Yeah.
For the royalty. I got Air Razor. This is like one of my favorites. Tarantulas, dude. I can't wait. I can't wait till they do an MP Tarantulas, because Tarantulas is like one of my favorite, like maybe not my favorite character, but like aesthetically, I love his design.
Sweet.
I never had his toy. I have the Transmetal one, and that's my favorite Transmetal.
Dude, that's one of the best Transmetals. I have both versions of it, the black and white Tarantulas and the regular Transmetal too.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know there was a black and white version.
You know what? I'll dig them out of the basement. And like, I was just looking at them like a couple of days ago. That was when I grabbed Waspinator. He was down in my display in the basement, because that Generations figure was still like...
Waspinator is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that
but shit. That Tarantulas figure still holds up today. So I'm kind of wondering what the quality is going to be like on this new one that's coming, and because there's one coming for the Kingdom line.
I hope so.
There is. It was a part of the leaks.
Yeah, here's one. Fucking Burning Convoy. This one's cool. Yeah. I kind of like. Man, I want to get that MP kind of. Like I never planned on it. I feel like I should just get it just because I want it.
It's just a repaint, right?
It's a repaint, yeah, and it looks weird.
Clear? Is it clear red or is it opaque?
I think it's clear. I can't remember, but yeah, man, I kind of want it. Beast Wars is my favorite Transformers media. So like, I want to collect everything. I'll get into that too, because I want to talk about what I'm getting. But you got some other things too, right? You got a nice Unicron child.
Cyclonus.
Yes, man. That's another thing that I want to get, but I don't. I don't want to get it because I shouldn't spend them. I shouldn't spend the money on getting it. And I have the best Cyclonus that there is out there with the fan toys. It's one of my favorite figures. The thing is goddamn perfection. But yeah, Cyclonus is. I'm a sucker for jets, Transformers, and Cyclonus
Dude,
is an amazingly designed jet looking thing.
Yes.
That alt mode looks so fucking good, man.
Dude, it's so clean. The transformation is so clean. The entire nose cone does like this Russian doll thing where it just like keeps collapsing inside of itself.
It's
Seamless. Like,
I'm kind of mad. Like, I wish I would have kept my Cyclonus when I sold my Transformers lot. I wish I would have kept my Cyclonus, the one I had from like the I don't know what the Generations or something like that. Yeah, I actually got it. It was the one with it was like a Hot Rod 2-pack.
Yeah, the Reveal the Shield 2-pack.
Yes,
the one that came with
exactly.
the Matrix. That Matrix originally released with the Death of Optimus Prime mail-away figure that came out that Hasbro did as a mail-away like after or I think it was, shortly after the movie came out, there was like a thing with like the robot points where you could send away for a movie version of Optimus or a movie version of Megatron. And the movie version of Optimus came with that Matrix. And the cool thing about that Matrix is that it actually is grooved on the bottom specifically for the very purpose of fitting into G1 Optimus Prime's chest.
Nice.
And then Hasbro decided, well, we've got this here mold. Maybe we should finally put it out for the fans. they decided to do it with Hot Rod and Cyclonus instead of G1 Prime where it belongs.
So like also this thing is really cool. By the way, with this Kickstarter thing, one of the variant or one of the unlocked tiers that he did was adding the he just took the designs that he had and he made these like stickers out of them. So I got like the whole thing as a set of like stickers too, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know what
cool.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these things, man.
Put one on a skateboard, dude.
But I have all these pins, and then I have a bunch of these fake pins too. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with them? And I really think the answer is to probably get like a board, like a pegboard.
Yep. Go to Walmart. They have them.
And just display them like that.
They're cheap. It's something that's like got a frame around it already, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just pop them on there, dude. It looks dope. I have like multiple of those hanging up in my room with. I keep the Star Wars ones on one thing and my Fallout pins on another, and then I'll just the other random shit I throw on the third one. But yeah, dude, those things are sick.
So I'll put it up on the thing too. But yeah, Doodlebug Press was the guy's name. So check him out on Instagram and Matthew Ingram on Facebook. But if you just go to Kickstarters and just search Beast Warriors, you'll find the things. But I'll put a link or whatever to everything.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Link in the description.
So also too, like even though you missed out on the first season, I think he's gonna have his first season ones, the pins up on his Etsy, or maybe you're able to buy it the Kickstarter too. You won't be able to get all the variant ones, but if you were just looking for that for like just the cast, the regular cast, you'll be able to buy them too. So
that's tight.
It is tight. Yeah, I'm super excited for the second season ones.
So
you're getting like the same characters, but you're gonna get like Transmetal Cheetor and I forget
Cheetor, dude.
So since they're like third party things, he has like all these different different names for them. Like so like Megatron is like Wise Tyrant and like stuff like that. And there's a really good one for Cheetor, and I can't remember what it was, but I think it was like Catastrophe or something like that. It was it was some word that had the name Cat in it. It was very clever. The dude does awesome work. But you get anything out? Did you get your Jazz yet, by the way? I don't know if your Jazz. I don't know if you had that. Did you have that last week? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, how's that thing?
He's pretty great. Like there's not much He's a very simple transformation, but
Dude,
it looks fantastic.
A lot of these Earthrise and Siege and Kingdom and Siege figures are very simple, but they work.
Yeah, they're. I mean, like the thing about them, they're still intuitive. But I mean, like Cyclonus, for example, I just transformed him from jet mode to robot, and it's like the it's so clean, and
Yeah, you did
also
that quick. Yeah.
yeah, it's intuitive too. Like you can, like I never looked at the instructions for any of it. Now the other big boy that I got, I did have to look at the instructions for because he was a little more complicated than I thought. Even though it's basically just like a shell sitting over a folded up robot.
Yeah.
Because like you can kind of crack open the wings on the bottom and see like the robot body all there.
Yeah, he's a fold 'em up.
Yeah, but
on
his head's still right here though, so that's kind of cool. Like
Wayne, you should I'd love to see you grab one of these newer Transformers just out of curiosity one of these days.
I've grabbed a few.
Like the newer
mostly
ones?
I just haven't taken them out. Well, I don't know how many Earthrise I've gotten. I think I got a couple of the. Just if I see them on clearance and stuff, I get them.
yeah, you did grab a couple of the Siege ones. I remember that now.
Yeah.
I really wish I could get my hands on that.
I got an Astro chain for like
Ultra
15
Magnus.
bucks.
Oh, that's dope. Astro chain look awesome.
But yeah, if you do find that Grimlock, let me know, dude.
100%. If I see it, like, yeah, because I want it, but I don't really need it. So yeah, if I ever found one, I would just grab it for you. Like, if I don't ever get that, that'd be fine. I'm not really actively looking for it. It's just like
I'm not really. I just want that to be my fucking dope
yeah.
one.
You can get that,
some
and
of
then
my
you can
other
take
stuff, my
you can take
vinyl
that
stuff.
Power of the Primes Grimlock, and you can fucking punt it to Cybertron. Punt it to Junkie.
I can't remember if that's the brand that I got, but I think it is.
Yeah, that's the one you have, the Power of the Primes one.
I remember when I got that.
It looks cool in robot mode, but it's kind
a
of
big old fucking slab of shatter in his mouth. Took a picture of it. I think even Nate was in it back then. He's like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah.
He's like, "Did Chris get a Transformer?"
Yeah.
So
that was funny.
That is funny.
So me this week, I got very few things, and it was my birthday last Tuesday. So I wanted to.
Belated, Kyle.
Thank you. I'm 27 years old now.
Lies.
And, yeah, I wanted to buy myself something, man. And I was on a mission, and I went to like 7 different stores looking for something. I couldn't find fucking anything. And eventually my last stop was Best Buy, and I bought things that I didn't really like specifically want, but there were things that I wouldn't have bought myself unless it was my birthday. And I'm glad that I did, because they're awesome things. I just wouldn't have bought them. So I got the credit series. And this is great too, because I would have never bought this, but now I have another Mandalorian figure to go with pictures of anything.
Yeah, dude, totally, man. You get
and I have 2 of them, and it's cool because they're different aesthetics. So it's not like having a double of a pick. I mean, he's awesome. Everybody knows how awesome this thing is. I didn't bother getting the fig arts because I think what I have looks just fine with all the rest of them.
Totally.
So I didn't feel like I needed to buy it.
If by chance you do, I still have a pre-order locked in, and I know I'm not going to have the money for it. So, any of you want it, just say the word. It's yours. And just pay for it. And then
how much is that going for?
It's like 110
from
Amazon Japan.
I don't know. That's a little price. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I want it. I love it, but
it comes out like, I think my my Amazon thing hit me up and it said like first week of March that it would be arriving. So like literally like a month away. And there's no way. I know I'm personally not going to have that kind of money for it. I just.
Yeah. And if you have
I might be down for that, dude.
You have the Black Series one too, right? So it's not like it's not like you're lacking for a fucking Mandablorian.
Yeah,
you
like,
got one that looks amazing.
I sold my Black Series, so I'm thinking that'd
Did
be
you?
pretty dope to have the SHF, dude.
well, you
I'll
know,
have to look it up
if
and
you-
see how good he looks, man. And
He
if
looks
I'm
awesome. He looks amazing. It looks like an
yeah,
amazing
it does
figure.
look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, any of you, even Wayne, if you wanted, just
Because
let me know.
Wayne's a
Cool,
figure
cool.
arts collector. He's a figure arts collector nowadays, apparently.
Right.
army building,
Dude,
Just
how's
A
that?
couple of them now.
How's that giant monkey treating you, man?
dude, did you opened
I
it, right?
have.
Is
Oh
he
yeah,
sick?
yeah. I got him open.
Yeah, he opened it
I-
on the show this week.
No,
Oh,
actually, I didn't open it. I opened it after we stopped recording.
oh yeah, because I
it was
remember I went to
live,
bed.
but
It was late.
Oh,
after
that's
bed.
right.
yeah, we had stopped recording. But I'll grab him real quick because yeah, he is awesome.
That
He's
meme that I
so
sent, that's the one I was talking about, dude. He's eating beans.
Yeah, man. I always see like floating around on my Facebook video like suggestions like Dragon Ball stuff, and I was watching some videos of and just man, I love that show, but like I can't watch it season by season because there's so much. It's boring, to be honest. Like there's so much
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't get the
shit.
appeal
I
of
just-
Dragon Ball.
No, I mean I get it. I get how awesome it is. Like the fight.
Like it
scenes,
can be.
like,
I've seen
there's so
videos
much.
on
There's
YouTube
so
of
much filler
cool
in that,
scenes,
in that
but-
show. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's true filler right there.
Oh,
that
you know
you're
what?
talking
You know what
about.
I've seen? I've seen a lot of people posting like pictures of that thing versus Godzilla because of the
Mhm.
Kong versus Godzilla thing, and they're like Kong versus Godzilla, and they show
Well-
him, and it's like, oh, Godzilla's fucked.
That might be the only scenario that Godzilla will be fucked in.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
he's a walking nuclear fucking power plant.
right.
Come
But
was
on,
thinking
man.
that-
Vegeta would fuck Godzilla up.
This versus like the Masterpiece Grimlock or something would be a cool shot.
totally,
I love
dude.
that.
His mouth to work. I originally when I opened him, it's on this hinge to where if the head is pivoted back, the mouth just won't open. There's no clearance for it.
Dude,
And I
that,
didn't figure out for a minute that the mouth would actually go open far enough. So I'm glad I finally figured it out.
Oh, awesome.
But
Dude,
Very
that
good
thing is
possibility.
sick,
I love that
man.
thing, man. Dude, this
Yeah.
is the kind of situation where like I find myself like I wanted that, but I never bought it because I was like I shouldn't really. But seeing you have it makes me want it even more.
Now I gotta have it, dude. That thing is pretty
Yeah.
rad. I don't know anything
It
about
is
Dragon
rad.
Ball Z, but I
Exactly.
know that shit looks dope.
Do you guys
Mhm.
you guys ever find yourself in that situation? Actually, this is a good question because I do a lot where like I see something and I'm like, I want it, but I don't really need it, so I'm not going to. But then when I see my friends get it and like post pictures and like talk about how awesome it was, I'm like, all
I
right,
kinda want that.
I'm
I
gonna.
think I kind of want it.
That's what
I've been
happened.
wanting to get
with
that
the-
SH Figure Arts Cowboy Bebop Spike figure, man. I keep
Dude,
seeing it.
my buddy has that. It's fucking awesome. He said he loves it. Spike, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I never saw that. I never
Yeah,
saw
well-
that. I should really
the
watch
show's
that.
tight.
Yeah, everyone tells me it's amazing. But like that, so that's what happened.
OG
with the
too.
The X Transbots Dr. Egg, and I was like, I have 2 of the Earth rides, and those things look awesome. And the Dr. Egg looks great, but it's like $175 for a fucking transformer that doesn't transform. So
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it. But when,
Those Super 7.
Oh,
so I went
It's so-
over to Mike's house and I got a chance to like handle it and see it live, and I was like, man, now I kind of really have to get it. And then thank you, and this is like the only time anybody will ever say anything in this situation, but thank you to President Trump because his I got that with the Trump stimulus, and I know
Oh, nice.
I know it wasn't
Oh.
it wasn't really him, but you know what I mean. I'm being facetious, but yeah, I wouldn't have got that otherwise. But with the stimulus thing, I was able to get it. So, and it's awesome. It's amazing. Like, yeah, it's perfectly accurate. It's battery powered, and it spins, and it talks, and it lights up, and it's awesome. It has a remote.
Oh.
That the remote is shaped like the Junkion ship, which is awesome too.
oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
It's a really good touch. The only fucked up thing is that with all the voice effects that they did, they
Mhm.
really meant they didn't do guilty or innocent.
Oh,
That's like
They
the one
didn't?
thing. It's the one thing they should have done.
Yeah.
If it had one track, that would have been what you would
Yeah.
expect it to
Yeah,
say.
that's literally the no-brainer. Like, what the actual fuck?
That's like having an talking Optimus Prime that doesn't say "one shall stand, one shall fall," right?
Or Autobots roll
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's got to say those two things if it talks.
So jumping back to my hauls, my birthday haul, I also got this, which is awesome, man. I collect 112 scale.
Hold it up a little
Hold that up
higher.
again.
'Cause,
What is that?
uh,
Oh, vintage.
It's the vintage collection.
That's the one with the Rogue One card.
the
The
Rogue
Rogue
One
One card,
Vader.
yep.
Yeah.
I collect 112, but like these 3 3/4 ones they're so awesome. I just
Yeah.
can't get over it. And then like I love how like it will go because I have the trooper that I bought too. So like now I have a Vader and a trooper. And I kept going because I'm getting the Ahsoka and the Darth Maul, which obviously like of course I was gonna get the Ahsoka, but I feel like anytime there's an opportunity to get a Maul that goes with Ahsoka, I'm gonna do that too. For example, when I bought these Galaxy Adventure, is it Galaxy's Adventure? Galaxy's Edge?
Something like that.
I think it's Edge. Yeah.
When I bought the
It's not the
Ahsoka,
mission.
I got the Maul to go with it because Clone Wars Ahsoka has to fight Maul. It just has to. That's probably. I'm also going to eventually break down and get the Hot Toys Maul.
That 3 3/4 Vader on the Rogue One card, and the Beskar Mandalorian single are like some of the only Black Series that I'll be keeping.
I mean, they're awesome. They're basically
they're just dope, dude. That Vader is so sick in the Rogue One card. I'm like, dude, yeah.
They're basically just scaled down Black Series.
That's tight.
It's awesome, and they work really good for pictures because they're smaller and it's easier to focus, to composition the pictures with the smaller figure.
The advancements in the articulation from the old 5 points of articulation days, it's incredible. And then for the amount of detail that they put into these figures, it's really good.
Yeah.
A nice touch. They gave him a cloth cape, which is a big old cloth cape too.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So
it looks
a
great.
little too big, actually. I wish they would have given him cloth sides.
Skirt. Yeah.
Skirt thing.
The skirts.
It looked soft goods in the photo when I pre-ordered it because I pre-ordered it from Amazon.
It just
a while ago.
It just makes posting a little off. But
I was like, wait a minute, this is supposed to have soft goods, and then I realized it's just the cape.
Honestly, Darth Vader isn't going to be doing too much, like
dope.
low crouching with spread leg growth. So it's
just
ninja poses out of Vader. You mean?
So another thing that I got this week, which I wasn't going to get anyway, but like it's just I'm so with these fucking Beast Wars figures, man. Like I'm just so hook, line, and sinker. And the only one I've been able to resist is Cheetor because I think it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
But I got the Black Arachnia.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Spark in my heart.
Somebody, yeah, I gotta get my silver bolt out of there.
I gotta do the same. I actually have one mint on card in the basement.
Free that bad boy, man.
I have 2 that are freed.
Honestly, Nico, if you have a mint on card and you don't really care that much about it, Beast Wars mint on cards are like hot right now, man.
Really?
I mean, I don't know about like hot, but like yeah, like in the Beast Wars group, like I see people post all the time about like, buying stuff and like it might not be worth like $1,000, you know what I mean?
No,
but
of course
you
not.
could probably get a good price for that, man. Especially, what's really crazy? Beast Wars BotCon exclusives. Those things are going for insane amounts of money.
Yeah, I wish I still had my Fractal and Pack Rat.
I wish I did too. I would buy them off you. I would buy that fucking Tarantulas off you if you.
Well, we can talk, my friend. We can talk.
Certainly can. But yeah, this is so. Somebody brought up that they think that they might have used the CAD files from the MP to create this because it in bot mode it looks identical to the MP. Like it really does. But I mean that could just be designed too. I actually think the spider is better than the MP.
Wow.
And I wish it would have the right colored legs because she has gold legs. These spider legs are way better than the MP because they're stiffer and you can actually pose her standing
On them?
on them, yeah, instead of just like
nice.
belly to the ground, yeah. And the transformation's fun. It's not super hard, but yeah, man, I love it. I'm so in on these Beast Wars figures. It's not even.
Well,
fun.
maybe I'll get that Optimus if I see him too. Primal.
Dude.
Should, man.
Maximize.
So I
It's
have
Maybe.
Go ahead, Chris.
How much is that one?
I think it's
30.
like 30. Yeah.
Yeah. He's 30.
I have one on the way actually. It'll probably be here later next week. But
Oh.
I have my maybe my Chosen Prime. So shout out to the Chosen Prime. They always have like an awesome way of doing things where they don't make you pay up front. They let you pay. You can pay payments as you go along if you want. But I had my Optimus Primal came out last week, and they do free shipping if you have your order over $150. So I didn't ship it. So I was waiting, and I actually bought because I love these so much, and they're only $10. I bought 2 more Cheetos, just because rat traps. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Cheetos.
Not even
I was
that.
like, wait a minute.
Got pussy on the
And,
brain.
the big thing is my Studio Cell Unicron came out. So that thing is well over 150. It was like 420.
Yeah, it was. Puff puff pass it, son.
The Chaos Bringer.
Dude,
So yeah,
oh my god.
I there's a lot of stuff from Chosen Prime that I had pre-ordered that was supposed to come out in January. So when the Studio Cell Unicron released, I was like, well, I'll just give it a few days to see what else comes up. And then all the other things that said January went to February. So it was like my Kingdom Megatron, the Transmetal 2 Cheetor from Transart, and X Transbots Cup, and Make Toys Starscream that I have pre-ordered. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll just ship those. So I shipped those, and fucking one day after it shipped, I get a notification that that my Transmetal 2 Cheetor is going to be available in 2 days. So I'm like, well, that sucks because it's amazing, but it sucks. It's only $99, so I'll get the free shipping. But today I got the notification that X Transbots Lock, their cup, is also going to be available in 2 days. So now I'll have that. But I want to send them out, but I still kind of I'm still hoping that over the next 2 days I get a email that Megatron or Starscream is coming, because I really want that Megatron. And I feel like it's coming any day. But just getting that to come in also won't cover the free shipping. So I'm like in the same boat. I'm like,
Wait, why wouldn't it? He's 50.
It's $150 for the free shipping.
So you're $1 off?
No, it's $150 for the free shipping.
Well, did you say
Megatron's 50 and Cheetor is 99?
Oh no. So what I'm saying is I have the Cheetor and the X Transbot Lock, which I could ship for free.
Oh,
but I want to wait. I want to wait to see, because I don't want to ship that and then have Megatron come in only for 50.
And I have to pay to ship that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him a few times.
He's so amazing looking. I fucking love it. I love that Primal too. I watched a couple reviews on him, and I love how I'm gonna look up a review on him, and
dude, definitely do.
I love how
look up the SH Figure Arts Paz Vizsla.
It looks like the figures look pretty identical to like the G1 versions, and it looks like they kind of transform similar. But watching videos of them, they do have like different transformations. I watched a video of the Dinobot transformation, and that thing was pretty clever too. That thing looks weird.
It does. The red rocket, or the purple rocket.
But the one thing that's weird is that I figured they kind of had to do this for transformation purposes, but they didn't give any articulation to the arms. So he has this thing, and the Stasis Black guy's always looks like it's going, hey girl.
Family Guy.
And but yeah, I can't wait to get that Dinobot. And the Air Razor too. I have basically. I'm just gonna buy all these Beast Wars figures that come out.
The Air Razor,
except for the Cheetor. I'm not doing the Cheetor.
The Air Razor looks fantastic. I watched a video review of her and actually of Huffer earlier today. Both of those look amazing. Cheetor totally sucks dick. But there's supposedly another Cheetor and another Air Razor, both coming in the Netflix Walmart waves.
It's just gonna be a repaint.
A
It's gonna be
repaint,
like
yeah. It's going to be painted up like the show, supposedly. So who knows what that difference will probably more metallic or dirty or something.
yeah. I'm excited for all these things. I would love to see some leader class like Rampage or Depth Charge or
Dude.
Tiger. It's like Tiger Hawk.
I would be all about a brand new Rampage because I still have my original
Me
Rampage.
too, with the fucking pizza shooter.
Yeah. The only downside is my Rampage broke in a few spots. So like I still have all the parts, but like it's got all that bright orange vac metal shell to his crab form.
Plus, that thing suffers from GPS.
Totally does. Yeah, it's that brown plastic they used was really cheap.
You know what? Mine doesn't, and it's weird because people talk about that all the time, and like mine is fine. And also, my
It's
Megatron is fucking my Transmetal Megatron. It's 100%. I actually posted in like a while back. I did a thing in the when I was watching Stasis Lock. They were talking about how that thing like crumbles and cracks from the GPS, and I was like, I posted a video of me transforming mine. Finally, like it was fine. It was great, and I actually ended it with just like tossing it on the floor. I was like, this shit's solid.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very delicate with mine. I keep mine in robot mode, and it's actually on a shelf in my basement. That was where Waspinator was.
Yeah, these Transart figures that are coming out like are so amazing because they're all they are is basically MP versions of the original toy, but they all transform the same. Well, actually, I only have one, and it's the only one that's came out. But the Primal, like it transforms the same, and it looks the same, but it's got completely molded new like parts of articulation. So it's like a fully MP articulated version of the toy, which the toy was. Beast Wars toys were pretty well articulated as they were. Unfortunately, I broke mine. Completely my fault, but I have a few people looking for parts for me, but who knows? I might have to buy a new one. But anyway, real quick before we end this, I did get one more thing that I bought. I pre-ordered like over a year ago, so I finally got this Figma Link, which is
nice.
It's tits, man. This thing is awesome.
That is so tight, dude.
I need to find like see if I can find like a little 1/12 scale like bomb for him to throw.
You know what you need is you need to go to Ollie's and find a horse for him to ride.
Yeah.
Dude, what if Zelda was a girl? Just kidding.
So I think they did make a Zelda from. I think the one I have is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, dude, I heard that game is dope, man. I've heard. I've been meaning it's cool, and I've never really played or gotten into Zelda much.
Me neither.
But you don't really have to play this game. It's not like
I haven't either since
that. So I remember playing like Link's Awakening on my Game Boy Color.
Yes, that's an awesome
back
game.
In the day.
So I played the first two. I played Link's Awakening. I have what was the one for Super NES? That it's like the most popular one, A Link to the Past, right?
I'm not sure. I've not played any of those.
That was the one
NES.
Does Breath of the Wild
Super NES? I think.
It's like open world RPG almost.
SNES,
is what I'm getting.
I think it was A Link to the Past because Link's Awakening was the Game Boy one, and that's really awesome. And then I also played that kind of like sequel they did to Link's Awakening for the 3DS. That was really good, where you could like make him like be like a flat piece of paper, and he could like move throughout the walls and shit like that.
Dude, I remember seeing commercials for that.
It's a really good game. But also Ocarina of Time is I have that for the 3DS
Dude,
too. That's an amazing game.
I had that on the 64. Was it the 64 or GameCube?
No, that was the N64.
Okay, yeah. I loved the shit out of that game. That was so much fun.
Yeah, I have like the remastered version for 3DS.
My 64 played 2 games. Fucking Mario Kart and GoldenEye.
GoldenEye's a classic.
Yeah, this thing is great, man. It comes with an extra face. He's like got a stoic face, and then oh shit. I don't know if you can see it, but he has this like yelling face.
Oh, dude, that focusing really nice, dude. Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah. And of course, the Master Sword and the shield. The shield
That's
is fucking
sweet,
awesome.
dude. Yeah, that shield looks dope.
I need to get a Master Sword.
Dude, check Target because I know like over in the video
Target
game
has all
section.
kinds of Zelda shit, dude.
Yeah, they have like a little Nintendo section in the video game section where there's like all kinds of little toys and little trinkets. You might find.
I used to have that Link that they did, like the one that the Nintendo one. It was like a 1/12 scale Link, and I had that, and I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I just have no clue. I didn't sell it. I think I just lost. I probably lost it in one of my moves.
Thing.
That sucks because that was a really cool figure too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's awesome. I can't wait to take some outside pics. I feel like Link pics outside, like in the woods, is like perfect.
Yeah. Totally. The woods or just near grass or whatever.
And
Fern Gully.
Horsey.
I want to do a specific pic, and this is like me stealing from some other guy's concept, but I just feel like I want to try my own version of it. But he had like a double pic where it was like Link holding the bomb like this, and then like an enemy or whatever, and then have like one of those explosion things I have that came with like the Black Widow figure with a light under it, so it's like the bomb exploding. Yeah,
exploding for sure.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah,
and
do it against a wall.
Like the bomb walls.
Yeah, like actually, if you can break down those SHF walls to make it look like there's a hole, you can actually set the explosion. Well, you can if you take that explosion and actually lay it on its side, you can put the light right at the bottom of the explosion and have like an opening in the walls like that to make it look like the light's beaming through at Link from where the explosion is.
Oh,
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it totally does.
Okay.
I'm happy. It sucks that I probably have off tomorrow, so I'm going to lose the whole day's pay, but it's going to be snowy out, so I really love to get outside and
take some snow speeder pics, dude.
Snow speeder. I also want to do one with Ahsoka with the
Nico. You wished for snow, dude, on the top 10.
With the
what's that?
You wished for snow on our top 10 one, dude.
No, I didn't.
So now you got to get some snow speeder pics, bro.
I know, it's killing me. Like, it's just so fucking cold out.
Yeah,
I don't want to put myself through the snow. I don't want to put my camera through the cold and the weather. I'm more worried about that than anything.
I gotta figure something out where I might try and like get like a plastic bag and put the camera in the bag and cut out a hole for the viewfinder or for the lens, so I can. I don't want to get it wet.
Yeah, same.
But
that'd be dope.
All right, this episode was really fun, man. This was a good one. I love how I thought this was going to be like a quick simple one, and we're at 2 hours now, which I know like 20 minutes of it is going to be cut out. So, but if anybody has any closing sentiments or thoughts or shout outs or plugs or anything, we should do plugs. I mean, I know we do, but like a final thoughts, moments of zen.
I'd like to plug Wayne's awesome tiny detolfs and his amazing cabinets he's working on. If there are any of our viewers out there that need a 1/12 scale detolf, as you see in Kyle's hands,
Dungeons and Detolfs,
hit up Gyronaut on Instagram.
That's right.
There's my shout out.
Appreciate
it, bro.
Wayne,
you got each other.
You got anything besides plugging your own stuff?
If you find yourself in Northern Washington, check out Access Cannabis.
Yeah.
I know I said this before, but I'm still pining for the day when I can just buy weed over states, because there's no reason for me to not buy weed from my friend's shop. Like when I can, that's going to be my order. I'm just gonna buy weed off Wayne.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that'd be tight, dude.
Letting it sleep.
You're living the dream, man. I know it might not maybe like from your perspective, because the grass is always greener kind of thing, but like from my perspective, like Man, dude owns a weed shop.
It's nice that it's a smaller weed store so that I can kind of appreciate the perspective of it just being, a mom and pop kind of place. But I try to never let that escape me. That it's what I want. It's always what I've always wanted, even long before it was legal.
Right. And I know it's real life, so there's pressure and probably anxiety and stress and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, just take a deep breath, I'm selling weed. And
enough that I would be federally prosecuted for hundreds of years, and it's kind of a cool feeling.
I'm glad you're doing a great service to America, is what you are. You're a true patriot. Not only you're a veteran as well, but also with your weed store.
Well, thank you. This is the whole reason why I'm part of the show, is so that I can just keep hearing all this stuff. Thanks, guys.
Doing God's
Chris.
work.
Chris, any final thoughts, moments of zen? Fucking
no, I got nothing.
That's all right. Nico?
Go Chiefs, I guess. Fuck it.
Go Chiefs. Yeah, go Chiefs. Fuck Tom Brady.
I think let's go Chief a joint when you say that.
Yeah.
So
maybe we should just call it on that.
Let's call it. And I don't have anything to say except for thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. I have spoken, and this is the way.
Peace out.